This video will guide you through the recent AccountingSuite 2.26.3 release update. Please visit our website AccountingSuite.io for more detailed information on the new features. So let's start with the approval process, a new feature that has been highly requested by our users. The approval workflow option should be enabled under the admin panel, approval workflow settings. There is a whole set of settings that needs to be done before any template is assigned to a particular document. The list of approval statuses is pre-installed in the system. Users need to define the separate workflow steps and then combine the steps into particular templates to assign the template to a document. As you can see, the list of settings is kind of huge, so please read a dedicated article on the settings that describes the step-by-step guide to assign the workflow to a document after assigning a workflow template to a document. In the document itself, we can see a new panel which displays the approval status, the current step, and users can access the history of the approval process of a particular document. In the accounting menu, in the accounting panel, there is a new document called Exchange Differences. Let's have a look at the postings, and we will see that this document automatically affects the exchange gain or the exchange loss GL accounts. These accounts are now separated under the admin panel and accounting settings. We can see them both here. What is their purpose? Under many accounting frameworks, financial accounting frameworks, it is required to recalculate the balance sheet accounts that have balances in other currency than the reporting currency to revalue them at a month end or at any reporting date. This can be done automatically, but some settings need to be done. So first of all, make sure that the exchange loss and exchange gain accounts are filled in the accounting settings. Then under the admin panel in the general settings, the multi-currency option has to be enabled to use multiple currencies. In the lists, in the currencies list, enter all of the currencies, whichever you need, and upload the exchange rates for the currencies. This can be done manually or using the clipboard. Then there are GL accounts that track these balances. In the chart of accounts, for those balance sheet accounts that have balances in the currency other than reporting currency, on the additional tab, we have to tick the toggle that this account is subject of exchange difference calculations. After having all of this complete, we can simply create a new document for the exchange rate differences, and it will automatically book the excess amounts as exchange gain or any losses to the exchange loss account. To be able to evaluate overall effects of the exchange rate differences, there is a new report under accounting section in the accounting reports. It is called Exchange Difference Report, and it provides a breakdown to a particular account and to a particular document and tracks any movement made by the exchange rate difference documents. The posting of this document for posting the exchange differences can be automated. Under the admin panel, in the update and services, there is scheduled jobs option to run this calculation automatically. Let us add a new scheduled job, more actions, add exchange difference, enable it, and schedule the frequency. Let's say we're going to post it weekly on Friday. Another new feature in the accounting section is that the general journal report now can show the amounts in the currency which is other than the reporting currency. In the structure for the report general journal, select the fields amount foreign currency, debit, and amount foreign currency in credit. The report will display the amounts in the reporting currency along with the amounts in the transaction currency. In the admin panel, there is a new setting under the general settings. It provides an option to mark clause as a required attribute in all documents. This means that the user will not be able to save any document without filling the class. We can see that the class has a red dot line on the bottom. This is a sign for the required attributes. And let us test another feature here in this document. If a document has not been posted but has been saved as a draft, then the user will be warned upon printing this document. This feature does not prohibit the printing, but just gives user a warning. In the payroll document, users can select Payslip under the print submenu. The system will display print forms, one print form per one employee, with a breakdown of all of the earnings and all of the deductions for a particular time frame. We can save it or email it or actually print it and then get the employees' signatures. This is a pre-installed print form. Users can change it under the admin panel, print forms, print form templates. In the payroll document, on our website, in the knowledge base, there is a detailed guide on how to change the appearance of the print forms to meet the local needs or certain business requirements. And there are a few new features in the inventory module. First, in the inventory taking document, for the sake of data integrity, no repeating items are allowed. If user will add the same item, there will be a warning message that this line item already exists, and please check the content before saving the document. For the items that have lots numbers, the item can be repetitive, but the lot should be different. Let's check. Yes, there is a warning message, but if we change the lot, then we will be able to save this document. The other new feature is that inventory with zero value can be sold. Let us create a new item and check it. It will be called zero valued item. Product, no other attributes, and then we shall post a receipt with zero value. Let us post an inventory adjustment. In lots of accounting frameworks, it is prohibited to account for inventory with zero value because the inventory should be valued at the lower of net realizable value or historical cost. But still, if it is required, then it can be done. Let's post it. Let's check the postings. No amount, just the quantity. Now, let's create a sales invoice for this item. Quantity 1, any amount. And let us check the postings. Great, we can see that the revenue has been increased, VAT on sales has been applied. In the cost of goods sold posting, the inventory account has been credited only with quantity, no amount. and the appropriate accounts receivable amount has been posted too. The entities with considerable inventory on stock could benefit from analyzing the turnover rates, which are now available in the item activity and costing report. The following ratios are available: the turnover in quantity and in monetary amount, then the turnover average cost, which is calculated as whole amount divided by the quantity, and the turnover rate quantity and turnover rate amounts. For more detailed description and the formula, please refer to a separate article in the knowledge base. Another huge update is the statutory reporting tool. It can be enabled under the admin panel, accounting settings. With this toggle ticked, under the accounting section, we will see the statutory reporting workplace, where all of the locally applicable reporting forms are collected. A reporting form here may be created based on the template. What is this template? This is an external report that has to be connected to the database under the admin panel, print forms, reports, and data processors. There is a dedicated article in the knowledge base showing how to connect here an additional report. These reports are developed by the AccountingSuite team, and they can be developed locally by our partners who have the best expertise in the local legislation. Let us have a look at the list of the reporting forms. On the left-hand side, there is a panel with filters that can be applied by time, by the subcategory, periodicity, or the status. The reporting forms themselves may have different level of the automation. The most basic one is when the reporting form primarily serves for visual purposes only and kind of represents a print form, which is set by the legislation and is filled basically manually. The next step in the reports automation is when a reporting form is filled fully or partly using the system data. By clicking the Fill Report button, users will see the figures in the report, and the most automated forms can be extracted from the system and sent outside to the authority under the circumstance that the electronic data exchange is applicable in the country of operation. Each reporting form may have a certain status. There are statuses that are predefined in the system, the most common ones. Users can edit these pre-installed statuses by clicking different options or create their own one based on the local needs. The reporting forms that are developed by the AccountingSuite team can be downloaded in the partner's personal account. Under the download section, there is a folder, country specific, where the files can be downloaded. To connect an external report to a cloud database, please contact us. This has been the overview. Again, please visit the website for more detailed information on the recent update. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.